Although deaths from opioids have gotten a lion's share of attention lately, at least 80,000 deaths a year are attributed to alcohol use, and half of those are from binge drinking.
It really is a real issue, even without causing death. The toll alcohol use disorder takes is really staggering. Dr. Frank McGeorge joins us now with a closer look at the treatment that many people really haven't heard about.
It's absolutely true, Karen and Devin. So, in addition to counseling and other behavioral therapies, there are times that certain medications can be really helpful to people with an alcohol use disorder. Now, important to note, they are not a substitute for counseling, but they can go a long way toward encouraging sobriety in some cases. And now, a local addiction medicine specialist is encouraging people to ask their doctors about a severely underused therapy to help them.
Naltrexone is an opioid blocker, so it blocks the opiate receptor in the brain. It's also helpful for opioid use disorder.
But naltrexone is not just for opioid addiction, says Dr. Elizabeth Boulot, a specialist in addiction medicine at Henry Ford Health.
Naltrexone is one of the FDA-approved medications for alcohol use disorder. It is not something to be taken to detox off alcohol, but to maintain sobriety or help curb cravings. So it's not a new medication, but it is underutilized.
The medication blocks the euphoria or reward people feel from drinking. A recent study found participants who took the pill before they expected to drink consumed less alcohol after 12 weeks.
It's one pill once a day. It's called, Rivia or naltrexone, and it's 50 milligrams. You take it first thing in the morning. I tell people sort of to take it like a multivitamin for their recovery. You start the day off kind of, I'm not going to drink today, maybe say the Serenity Prayer and kind of go from there.
Another more commonly used medication to manage alcohol use disorder is antabuse. But instead of just blocking the pleasure of drinking, it actively causes discomfort.
If you do have alcohol introduced, it creates a very kind of reaction that makes you very sick, flushing, throwing up. And so it's sort of a kind of negative deterrent.
Now, one of the reasons that naltrexone is probably so underused is that there is a misperception that only certain specialists can prescribe it. In fact, any doctor can prescribe it, and overall, it is very safe. Now, I need to mention this. This, again, is not a medication to be used as the only treatment to achieve sobriety. It's only a tool that can help. The most important treatments are really support groups like AA and, of course, counseling to change behaviors.
Yeah, you can't just depend on that.
If you've got a serious alcohol problem, tomorrow isn't soon enough. So how long does it take to get started on something like this?
Well, that's just it. It kind of depends on how severely dependent you are on the alcohol. The really issue here is alcohol can cause a dangerous physical dependency, and withdrawal, while not only uncomfortable, it can actually kill a person. So the first thing that needs to be done is to treat that physical danger, and that's basically what people refer to as detox. But after that, after you're detoxed, then other treatments can begin pretty quickly.
All right. Interesting. Thank you, Doc.